Welcome to PPI Recording Studio nestled in the cradle of New York City. Welcome to the fourth weekly episode for the month of June 2026 for Dedication Around the Nation weekly courtesy video marketing series and interview series, because we are getting it out to the nation and beyond. First photo you see today is a thank you to Tom LAWLESS and the Astroflower weekly video series on YouTube. We have been cross-supporting each other, and Tom especially because he's across the pond. We've been cross-supporting each other now for many months on YouTube, so thank you, Tom, for your cross-channel support, and certainly myself in kind. I got a super YouTube comment from Tom from the last episode, June 17th, so thank you, Tom. That's what we do. We always put comments in the YouTube section when we put new videos up to help support our channels. Live link in the text description area to the Astroflower video series. Next photo is a thank you to Paul Ponder's podcast series for asking me to be a return interview guest this past Thursday, which was June 18, 2026. That new episode or new interview will be available to the public June 29, 2026. I will definitely keep you posted. Now, a little different for this particular new episode coming up interview is we talked about, meaning Paul Solano, who's the host, and I, about my 30 years plus of scuba diving and underwater photography in different places, in different pockets of the globe I've been to scuba diving around the world, such as this little guy right here. This is a blood sea star, aka starfish, right? And this I shot in Long Island Sound, which is an estuary that borders Connecticut and New York, right? And this little guy is about the size of a quarter. He's tiny, about that big. Beauty in the sea has no size limitations. Really stunning, even though that's small. Also, example is this guy right here. This is a arrow crab I shot on a night dive off of Bonaire, which is part of the ABC Islands, Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, north of Venezuela, right? And arrow crabs are really cool. So that's the content that we talk about this interview. Definitely live links in the text description area to Paul Ponders. Next photo you see come up is for last week's episode, which was June 17, 2026, right here in Dedication Around the Nation. If you've not seen it, live link in the text description area makes it very easy to click on to watch. Now, in that episode, I sang song for the first time, Everything I Own, which is a composition by David Gates, right? And a lot of people don't know that he actually composed that song for his dad, because his dad gave him his foundation to become a professional musician. And so it worked perfect for Dad's Day. And there was a couple of dads that I dedicated that song to for that episode. Now, a follow-up to the June 10 and partially the June 17th, but more the June 10, 2026 dedication episode. And you're going to see that on your screen. Talked about it last week. Again, this is for TERRI MERRILL'S Wild Bird Cam. That was in the June 10. It's a 40-second video insert from her Wild Bird Cam. Really neat. And TERRI just had a ball with it. And live link in the text description area if you've not seen the June 10, 2026 episode. But we have a new wildlife trail cam video from TERRI today that we're going to put out there because she's just having a ball with these cams in her yard. We're going to cut to the videotape. All right, so TERRI is just really having a blast with all these different animals that and birds are coming to visit her. So I'm sure we'll have more in the near future. So next photo you're going to see come up, and this is for the June 17, 2026 episode that I talked about, but now it's going to take it on to a new part of that particular episode. So this is for a turtle I went for a walkabout this past Saturday. And as I was in Watertown, Connecticut, I walked by this river that I love to go by because I always watch the turtles. You're going to see that photo come up on your screen. This is a long distance shot because I was way up above on the street. But I watched this turtle for an hour. I had no bloody idea what it was. And it looked like to me to be some kind of long-necked turtle. Didn't look like a snapper. So what I did was when I got home, I found this organization called Turtle Haven CT. And the gal who owns it, runs it, her name is Angelina, and I wrote Angelina, emailed her, and I sent her the photo along, and I said, hey, can you help me figure out what this is? Thank you so much, Angelina, for getting back to me. She said, oh, yeah, it's a common snapper, even with that long neck. I mean, you could see it on the photo. The neck was like that long. It was incredible how long the neck was. And the turtle was just hanging out, hanging in the sun for an hour, gliding with the little current in the river. It was really cool to watch it, but incredible. I didn't realize snappers had that long of a neck. So thank you, Angelina. Now, I'll have live links in the text description area because you see that on your screen. I took this from her website, turtlehavenct.org, and she has a wealth of information beyond helping injured wild turtles, which is what she does, meaning Angelina, but she has a wealth of information on the website. Again, live links in the text description area to her website and also Angelina's Facebook page. So one more, keeping in that vein, and this is Dateline Hawaii. This came out just a week ago, June 16, 2026. This is on KHON2, which is a news channel out of Hawaii. And this is, again, enjoying wildlife. These folks went out on a dolphin cruise, right, for tourists to go out and see dolphins out in the ocean. And it turned out they had a visiting guest, surprise as it was, from a whale shark. And these people went bonkers because they're jumping in the water and there's this whale shark. Now, if you don't know what a whale shark is, and because of my diving, I've actually seen a whale shark up close and personal. They are the sea's largest fish. They can grow up to max about 60 feet. The one I saw when I was diving in the Sea of Cortez was a juvenile, and it was 20 feet. It was bigger than a VW bug. It was incredible. And what's even more wild about it is that they're planktonic feeders. They pretty much feed on not only plankton, but small krill, small crustaceans. So even though they're massive, they are completely docile. They will not bother you. But these people in Hawaii, and I encourage you, live link in the text description area, KHON2, to watch the news report. It's only about 3 minutes. They were just having an absolute ball. And it just hung around. The whale shark just hung around the boat. Really, really cool. Project 142 Concert Series is the sponsor to Dedication Around the Nation Weekly Courtesy Video Marketing and Interview Series. You see that logo on your screen. Now, this video series is a brainstorm that I had, if you will, April 2020. And because when the pandemic hit, all my live gigs went away. Nobody was going anywhere. The concert series, Project 142, everything stopped. So I hit up Chip after having this idea. And we started this video series, launched it right here at PPI, April 28, 2020. And now we're on our 7th season. That deserves a horn for this series. And I've taken a concert series that it was founded by retired minister Dick Leonard here in New York City in 2010. He entrusted the series to me. He asked me to take Project 142 in 2013 and take it on to the next evolutionary step. I made it a mobile concert series here in New York for artists and musicians. I hosted and produced the concerts for them in venues like the Domena Center on West 37th Street. For years I did it. But when the pandemic hit and that all dried up and blew away, we took 21 years of marketing experience, all self-taught, that I figured out over the years from not only being artistic director of Project 142, but hundreds and hundreds of gigs I've done personally for 20 some odd years, and whipped that all into and poured it into this video series. And now we have sponsored Paul Ponder's podcast series for 2.5 years, for example. Now we're talking about Turtle Haven, Connecticut, introducing some folks here to Angelina and her service and what she does for the benefit of wildlife, right, in Connecticut and beyond. And certainly Cisuertastories.com, which is a brand new website for Paul Cisuerta and his 2 children books, which I'll have live links certainly in the text description area as always. But that's what this whole video series now has morphed into. It's helped so many different organizations. International Women in Jazz, that we've had a long, long relationship with now here in New York City, and they are based as a nonprofit here in New York City. Again, all live links in the text description area. I have performed in each and every episode since we started April 28th, 2020. I haven't sung this song on this series for, it's got to be at least 4 years. It's on my first debut, if you will, CD called Got a Date with Fate. You're going to see that on your screen. Also have a link to the YouTube. You can hear the whole band track. And that band at that point in time when I recorded it was John Working, who was the pianist and music director. Also Mark Egan on bass, acoustic bass that is. Everybody knows him on electric bass. And also Danny Gottlieb on drums. That was the recording band and myself. But this is such a cool song. It features Mitchell Parrish, who was a lyricist for songs such as Stardust with Hoagie Carmichael, When Stars Fell Out of Alabama, that was him as well as a lyricist. This is a very, very sweet song. It's got a great intro verse, and 4 years I haven't sung it, so perfect for today. And it has a killer intro verse. You know how much we love the verses. Gonna give that a horn. There's a silver trail of moonlight leading upward to the sky, and the night is like a velvet lullaby. There's a heaven of blue, and we'll go there, just you and I. Let's build a stairway to the stars and climb that stairway to the stars, with love beside us to fill the night with a song. We'll hear the sound of violins out yonder where the blue begins. The moon will guide us as we go drifting along. Can't we sail away on a lazy daisy pedal over the rim of the hill? Can't we sail away on a little dream and settle high on the crest of a thrill? Let's build a stairway to the stars, a lovely stairway to the stars. It would be heaven to climb to heaven with you. Thank you for tuning in today. Check out all the live links in the text description there. They are there for you, nonprofits. TurtlehavenConnecticut.com. First time on this channel, we're promoting it. Certainly Paul Ponder's podcast series, Pearl Street Station, Malden, Massachusetts, celebrating their 40th year anniversary as a business in Malden. Certainly Gotham Whale, I got their head on today, nonprofit based right here in New York City. And always, thank you, Mr. Chip Fabrizi, owner of PPI Recording Studio for 7 years. We are working on it and keeping it all moving. Check out our new next week, happy 4th of July episode coming up, our annual. Tune in.